Hello, Steffi here. It's time to talk. Real people, real lives. Today's episode is a topic nobody wants to talk about it. A topic nobody wants to experience. What is it? The World Health Organization estimates 1 million suicide 1 year. 1 million. And personally, I think it's far underestimated. 1 million, what does it mean? One suicide in every 40 seconds. And it's projected for 2020, one suicide in every 20 seconds. Something is not right. Something has to change. Suicide is a serious health and social issue. Our guest today, he experienced suicide in a very tragic way. And it's changed his life forever. And I mean forever. Please welcome Spyda. Spyda, how are you today? How are you coping today?
Hi Steffi, I'm good. I choose to cope. I have a choice of coping or falling apart. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit, I know your story, I met your son, so what happened?
My son, Kaleb James Hurn, he was 17 and a half. He took his life just over 6 years ago. I vividly remember the day. Being at work and getting a phone call from my ex-wife, Caleb's mother, and driving to Hamilton to find him. He'd gone missing. When I arrived, they had just cut him down from where he was hanging, and yeah.
So you got the call.
Got the call. I had people trying to find him. He was at university, top student, that sort of thing. I had people running around the university trying to find him. While I was driving, I was on the phone most of the trip over from Tauranga to Hamilton, and
what did you feel? Yeah. What did you have a strange feeling? You know, as a parent, normally when something happens to your kid, you have the feeling. Could you feel there was something was definitely not right?
I knew something wasn't right. I could feel. Yeah, I knew something wasn't right, and I suppose I felt anger welling up inside me, thinking, you know, if anybody's touched my son, if anyone's hurt my boy, if anybody's done anything wrong, I suppose my protective instinct was kicking in. Yeah. And all the while I was telling myself, look, you know, it's okay, he's staying at a mate's place, or his phone's broken, or something.
Yeah.
Delaying the inevitable, I suppose. Yeah, so
what happened? So he was at your ex-wife's?
He was at his house. He'd taken his own life at his house. Yeah, I arrived there, I'd say 2 or 3 minutes after he was found. It's the worst feeling.
A parent can experience. You don't wish this to anybody. And I guess that did you feel even you couldn't believe, I guess, what you've just seen there, but did you straight away say, oh my goodness, what did I do? Does it come up?
Yeah, the very first was just holding him, trying to hold him trying to hold him back to life. But sorry, he'd been he'd been dead for about 24 hours, so he was pretty solid. Just the whole why?
The why now? I think the big why now. The big why.
Yeah, it's
that you didn't see it. No, you couldn't. You
no
could not see
it.
No signs, no nothing. Or when you had chats with him, when you met, when you went out together, there was no signs at all. Nothing. You could.
I even look back. I can even look back now and go through, and I've done so many times in minute detail, and there was no sign.
No, nothing.
Yeah. So I have made a decision, and I've had to make a decision that what has happened has happened, and I can choose to accept it or get my back up about it. Whilst I do not agree with what my son has done, I still love my son, and I will love him forever. So while I don't agree with what he's done, I have to accept it. I have to accept his decision.
Yeah, because you can't change the circumstances. You only can change your thinking about it. Otherwise, you will be a mess for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But
and
what can you do? I know you're on a mission now.
Yeah, I open up, and I have talked to a number of people. I've done interviews, I've been interviewed, I've been published, I've written articles. I've got to do my bit. I have to try and do something. I have to try and make the best out of a bad situation.
Yeah.
So now I spend a lot of my time helping with, more so with the aftermath. The aftermath of the suicide, people that are left behind. Mm-hmm. Talking with them, trying to help them through their struggles, giving people the benefit of my struggles, what I found worked, what didn't work, the good, the bad, the uglies, the blunt truth. Things have been covered up for a long time. The topic has been thrown around and damn near like a political football.
Mm-hmm. Like what I said in the beginning, nobody wants to talk about this topic. Nobody wants to know it. It's
been taboo for so long, and it's a realisation, and it's a very blunt realisation.
And there really should be more done at mental health. Definitely, we have to.
There are trains of thought out there. Quite often you will find that the people that, in my opinion, and in my, I suppose, travels, I've met some amazing people, and most of those are people that don't have degrees. They don't have doctorates. They are human beings, blunt, pure and simple, who have experienced a suicide. Mm-hmm. And they're the ones that I'm not saying we know everything about the change, but we have a very good, close understanding. Yeah. I've maintained it's no good throwing money at the problem. Money doesn't solve anything. They talk about having more healthcare workers. They talk about having more psychologists, more everything. That's still the ambulance at the bottom of the cliff. Mm-hmm. We've got to be building fences at the top of the cliff. Yeah. We've got to be building fences in front of the fences, at the top of the cliff.
So what do you think where it actually should start? Should we actually start in schools?
We need to be starting in schools. Mm-hmm. We need to start as people at home, talking to your own kids and the youth. We've got to build resilience.
Do you also think the listening, that we actually listen, we take the time, we are present, and we listen to our children? What do you think about this?
Yes, there is. The discussion needs to be had. I know. I talked to one of my bosses when probably 2 or 3 weeks afterwards, and I'm very privileged to have some good bosses. And we had a private talk, and he said he went home and he talked to his daughter and says, "Hey, look, do you want to talk about anything?" And his daughter's like, "What, Dad? Really? You know, come on." And it struck him as being almost alien. It's like, what do I say?
Yeah.
How do I start a conversation? We need to be talking to our children about the real aspects of life. Changing a car tyre, balancing, back in our day, balancing checkbooks, but running a bank account.
Yeah.
So how to eat well, you know, how to think well.
But do you think the communication is well? Because in the society we're living right now, everything is on a phone. Everybody is actually glued to the phone. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. They're just talking to actually the voices, but not really communications going on anymore.
No.
Do you think there is something
That
missing?
is a big part of it.
No?
It's very easy to. I mean, I can sit in my bed at night, and I can text my wife who's beside me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or I can actually just look over and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Or, "Hey, what's this or that?" That's a choice I make.
Mm-hmm.
I make a choice to say hello to people. I make a choice to interact with people. I could just stop and go, you know, stuff it all. That would be a waste of, I suppose, talent. That would be a waste of a gift that my son gave me. Once again, I've chosen to make the best out of Kaleb's death.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's shown me something that, hey, look, I need to go and help people. Maybe I've got to start talking to people.
Yeah.
I've got to make noise about topics. I choose to do that. I choose to be vocal. I choose to talk to people about things. I can write articles and post them. I can, you know, write articles in books and magazines. But it's still the fact of going out there.
The communication to actually
To
engage
yeah.
with others. So, Spyda, what is your message? What is your message you want to send out to the people they're watching our video right now? Because the reason for this video is we want to make a difference. So, what is your message?
Probably a couple of them. It's, yeah, there's always another way. There is always a better option. That's probably the biggest message. With, you know, it's not okay to go that way is one of the catchphrases of RAT's Writers Against Teenage Suicide. The aftermath is destructive.
Mm-hmm.
I have met people, I know people that have been demolished, not just destroyed, not hurt, not depressed. I really mean demolished, completely, totally demolished by it. There is another way. There's always someone to talk to, no matter what. As I mentioned before, it's been thrown around like a bit of a political football at times, and my belief is it will continue to be thrown around as a political football. We've got to get the football and say, look, you know, I'm actually going to talk about it. I'm going to put my feet down and say, hey, look, I want to do something about it. If I can go out and just talk to one person every day,
Yeah.
just walk, hey, how you doing? Good morning. You never know. That person could be on the edge. Just a simple, how you doing? Good morning.
Yeah, the connecting,
It's
to
the
engage.
personal interaction, the engaging, and that's one of the biggest things of all is there is hope. There is hope. You've got to believe there is hope. we have got to go out and show people there is hope. We have to be the smile, the open the door for somebody, the help somebody.
This is great. This is a really, really powerful message. There is hope out for everyone, Spyda, thank you so much for sharing your story. I really, really appreciate it. You came along today. If you watched our video today, I guess there was a reason for it. And as we say, suicide, nobody wants to talk about it. But I think it's time to talk about it. Ask around, how are you? And if you get an okay, maybe this person is not okay because okay is not good enough. Read between the lines. When you talk to your children, to your friends, to your colleagues. This video, we really want to bring this message across. There is hope, and we are all here for a reason. We all deserve to be happy and to live the life we deserve and want. So also for you, you are worth it. Please always remember, we are here for a reason. So nice to meet you, and really thank you for tuning in today. But also remember, this is a channel where we can talk, chat together. Let us know, post your thoughts with us, and then we actually can start a conversation and subscribe to our channel. What we can say, enjoy life, live in the moment, and most of all, be unstoppable. You are worth it. And this is all what matters. It was time to talk. Bye for now, and see you soon.